Okay, we're out the front door. I'm kind of limping a little because I injured my knee. I don't know how, but I did. These are my hummingbird feeders, and it's a bunch of chrysanthemums. That thing on the end is a hibiscus. The orange flowers, grandifolia, floria. These are the chrysanthemums. Got this, and we got these. And we got your standard brilliant pink. And then I got my tomato plant. And I'm starting to get a pepper plant here. Starting to get tomatoes too. I should have a few tomatoes by the end of the season. Yeah, that's a pretty flower. I like it, and it blooms a lot. Here's the other chrysanthemums. There's my bird fountain, my hummingbird feeders, my bird feeders, and there's the two vehicles, the Jeep plow and Chevy Colorado there, the yellow thing. This tree in the front yard I put in, it was up to my knee. It's, I dare say, at least 30 feet high now. Going towards my front yard. Here's a Rose of Sharon. That's another tree right there, that evergreen. I put that in about 7 years ago. That's about almost 20 feet high. These trees grow fast. There's my rose trellis. Of course, it's past its prime now. It's my garden phlox. My raggedy looking clematis. A daylily. There's another garden area I put in. Some hosta. More chrysanthemums. And another one of those orange flowers. Got to deadhead this thing. It's best to do it with a pair of scissors though, because the stems are very tough. Okay, and then I got these little evergreen trees in the distance there. They're about up to my knee. I'll walk up on one. My next door neighbors. That there's a pool they let me use. It's a little in-ground pool. Yeah, see? Little blue-green colored evergreens. I like the color. That's why I cultivate these. They're dying back. I think they need to be fed. There's another one on the end. Okay, now we're going to go to the front of the road. I show you how neat I keep my front yard to passerbys. This person lives across the street. Here's my corner. There's my mailboxes. Mine's the one with the Band-Aid. See the strap at the bottom, the cargo strap? Plow ran into it, so I had to strap it up to the metal staking. Anyway, I mow out my ditch so we don't have 6-foot tall weeds greeting you when you enter my driveway. And here's my shade garden. Hasta la vista, baby. And some daylilies. These are, that's a butterfly bush. These are all wild plants. They're all natural. They're all perennials for this area. Yeah, but there's another daylily. This one's got a pretty wine color. I like it. That's an astable. These are regular lilies, way past their prime. It's a small Japanese fern. And this is my foxglove. Still blooming. They don't usually bloom this long, but it likes where it's at. I just put it in this year. And some more plantage. Those are peonies right there. Another astable. This gets covered with purple blossoms earlier in the year. And as we look down the wall, we see more hosta. There's another foxglove. The columbine hasn't bloomed yet. There's another Japanese fern. And more, these are, the red plants are Shara, I believe they're called. But they give a nice accent to otherwise green area. They were expensive, but I bought a few. I got almost $100 worth of those bad boys. And they all seem to be doing pretty good. Okay, here's the two bigger Japanese ferns. There's the other one. And the rest of the garden. There's my last Euchera. Another columbine. I forget what the heck they call this. It's the only reason it's blooming is because it's in the shade. It's not supposed to be. I planted it there accidentally. The only reason it's blooming so much is, despite the drought, I kept it well watered. And that's the end. End of the tour of the front. Approaching my humble adobe, my single wide trailer. And as you can see, I need to make a trip to the dump. Those are my recyclables piled up next to the door there. All rinsed, so not to get bugs and stuff in them. Of course, this is my tenant's trailer. He rents, he owns the trailer, but he rents the property. He keeps it on from me. There's a back view. We're walking away. There's a whole bunch of other flocks right here. This is the junky part of my yard. There's my boat. And also tools I use. Tools of the trade for planting. This is a part of, see, it's behind the trailer. Out of sight, out of mind, right? And then back here I'm growing blueberry bushes. Well, I just started them this year. I'm hoping they take. I see little tiny spots on the leaves already. I'm going to have to come out here and spray them in the morning. You don't want to do it in the middle of the day, especially this time of year, because the sun will magnify on it. It'll burn the leaves, burn the foliage. So, and this is a porch I was going to install to replace this one. However, see, in my backyard's got more bird houses. I like birds in my yard, my backyard. Anyway, getting back to this junk pile, I think I'm going to turn it into a grape arbor instead. I'm going to try growing some seedless grapes over there in that other part of my property. And then he's naturally got his backyard, which he didn't hesitate to junk up with a fucking couch and some other furniture. I wasn't really happy when he put that there. It's not, but it's his property. It's his part of the yard to rent, so he can do with it what he wants as long as he takes care of it if he ever moves. It's the understanding that he takes it out of there. And that's it. There's my propane tank. And my roommate's got an air conditioner. I got to get one for on the end of the trailer. That's where my room is. On the other end of the trailer. My goodness, my hummingbird feeders are empty. And I got to put some more water in the bird bath. They love that bird bath. I fill it up 2-3 times a day sometimes. Okay, that's about it. Here's the front of my house. I'm ready to go back in.